If you want to see supernatural stories about blood-sucking immortals,
you should definitely watch our picks for the best classic vampire movies.
Don't be frightened, Charlie.
Hurry, Peter, get it open! He's locked it from the inside!
Number 10. Fright Night, written and directed by Tom Holland. Effortlessly blending trashy tropes with hilarious moments of laughter, this tale follows a film nerd obsessed with the supernatural. When a new neighbor moves in, he becomes convinced that the newcomer in his neighborhood is a vampire. As expected, no one believes him, but perhaps he can turn to an actor in a television horror show for help.
Stop! We're gonna make it.
Number 9.
Once the angel has passed, bend the face towards the locks of the loved one and brush them with the lips.
The Fearless Vampire Killers is a 1967 horror comedy film directed by Roman Polanski. Combining historical epic with haunting horror experience, The Fearless Vampire Killers follows vampire hunter Abroncius and his faithful assistant. When the two come across a dangerous vampire who killed a young woman, they break into his mansion to fight to the death. But what they find there is rather expected. The vampire knows them and is willed to invite them.
Give me back my daughter! Give her back to me! Your Excellency! Little Sarah! Excellency!
Number 8. From Dusk Till Dawn is a 1996 action horror film directed by Robert Rodriguez. This extravagant action horror thrill ride is not only the birth of one of Hollywood's greatest actors, but the rise of the friendship between cult director Tarantino and Rodriguez. When two bank robbers held a family on vacation captive, the unlikely group must soon protect themselves against something unusual in this culturally acclaimed B-movie adventure.
You'll be my footstool. And at my command, you lick the dog shit from my boot heel. Ooh. Since you'll be my dog, your new name will be Spot.
Number 7. Blade, directed by Stephen Norrington. In this revolutionary take on superhero cinema, we are introduced into a world of vampires, demons, and action horror that will leave you in awe. Following a half-mortal, half-immortal assassin on the mission to find salvation, Blade delivers a hyper-stylish and creative roundhouse kick in the heart of comic cinema and constantly offers surprising twists and turns.
Hey! I'm gonna rip your fucking head off!
Number 6.
Notice anything unusual about Santa Carla yet?
No. It's a pretty cool place.
The Lost Boys is a teen black comedy horror film directed by Joel Schumacher, combining the fan-favorite horror and comedy genres with a mixture of vampire coming-of-age. The Lost Boys follows two teenage boys who move to a new small town in California with their mother. The two soon get to know some strange teenagers, not knowing that they stumble right into a gang of bloodthirsty vampires.
Hey, man.
Read this.
I told you, I don't like horror comics.
Think of it more as a survival manual. There's a number on the back. And pray you never need to call us.
Number 5.
I'm Count Dracula.
I know of you from Jonathan's diary.
Nosferatu the Vampyre is a 1979 German horror film written and directed by Werner Herzog. While being a remake of the most classic horror movie there ever was, this attempt becomes culturally classic in its own right through its stylish and thoughtful execution that will mess up your mind. While also redefining the classic Dracula story, Nosferatu presents a vampire that bears the cross of not being able to get old and die.
The absence of love is the most abject pain.
Salvation comes from ourselves alone. And you may rest assured that even the unthinkable will not deter me.
Number 4. Dracula, directed by Todd Browning. This foundational horror film introduces Count Dracula, who moves from Transylvania to England, bringing a reign of seduction and terror that only the famed vampire hunter, Professor Van Helsing, can end. Capturing the conflict between the allure of Dracula's dark powers and the fight to protect innocence, the film remains a pivotal work in the genre.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Number 3.
If I leave you here, you die.
Interview with the Vampire is a gothic horror film directed by Neil Jordan. Delve into a story of vampiric immortality and moral quandaries through the lives of 3 vampires who personify temptation, torment, and tragedy. The film explores their centuries-spanning experiences, from the luxurious decadence of 18th century New Orleans to the challenges of accepting their nature. With great performances and a rich atmospheric setting, it invites you into a seductive world where humanity and horror intertwine.
You can be young always, my friend, as we are now. But you must tell me, will you come or no?
Number 2.
Come to me, Arthur. Leave these others and come to me.
Dracula is a 1992 gothic horror film directed by Francis Ford Coppola. The legend lives in this masterwork of suspense and horror thrill. Dracula does not reinvent the famous title character, but rather goes back to the roots while rescuing the topic after decades of campy interpretations. Alongside iconic performances, this movie will go down your spine through Coppola's passionate direction that makes Dracula the monster we think of today as what it is.
We are strong in the Lord and the power of his might. We are strong in the Lord and the power of his might. We are strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Ex umbris in luce.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror is a German expressionist vampire film directed by F.W. Murnau. Undoubtedly one of the most influential movies of all time and a silent-era film that one must watch, Nosferatu continues to impact the horror genre to this day. When a naive man and his wife arrive at a mysterious mansion and encounter a count bearing a nightmarish secret, they must escape the horrors that await them.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.